Behold, the Audi S3. First one I've ever had this, actually. Been looking forward to owning one of these for many years, and this one cropped up. It's on an X-Reg, it's 2000, and it's had about 4 keepers, I believe. We've got a great history for it. It's absolutely fully comprehensive. I've never seen such a well-documented history for any car in my 15 years in the trade. It's absolutely brilliant. So bear with me and have a look at the documents a bit later on. But we'll roll around the car now and just tell you what you need to know. So I've driven this car back about 20 miles yesterday evening from Bristol, central Bristol, and it all drove very well indeed. The gearbox, the clutch selection, the performance, the running, engine lights, all that sort of thing, all behaving themselves just as they should. So this is an S3 Quattro, 210 brake horsepower with a 6-speed manual box on it. Finished in a bright silver colour, reflex silver maybe. The windscreen's good. The headlights are just showing a little bit of discoloration, being the plastic type, which was mentioned on the MOT, and it spent most of its life on a private registration number, which is all, well, we have the old plates in the boot, and most of all the documents do refer to it as K3LYC, but it has been reverted back to its original registration number now, and the last service was done 139,000 miles, so not that long ago, mid this year, 2013. So really, bar for a few minor marks, cosmetic marks, there's nothing really to speak of. It's not had any paint, it all looks the right colours, and the interiors are very nice, bright blue Alcantara on Recaro sport seats. We've got a load of keys with it as well, 3 keys, remote locking, which will work as fine. The ignition barrel feels good. So Recaro sport seats with black leather. Look at the bolsters on those, that will hug you and keep you in your seat nicely. But it does also have very nice door cards, which have been, I think, upgraded. They look in pretty nice condition. It has a CD player and the aircon, and as you can see, all pretty straight and true. The bumpers are sitting all nicely. It was supplied originally by Pioneer Automotive, and there are a few letters with it as well. So 210 brake, it's quick, mind. It flew off the dual carriageway when I gave it some beans yesterday. It really did fly nicely. Bags of performance there. Let's run around the tyres. So Pirelli tyre on the back here. Here is about 2mm, about 25% to go on that. Discs on the back, halfway through their lifespan, I would imagine. This one here is a Pirelli P6000, and he actually is a bit better than half horns, probably about 60% to go. Those wheels have been powder coated at some point. I've got the documentation for that. That was back a few years ago, as you might well see. This Pirelli P6000 here is better than half worn, about 70% to go on that one. And those discs look relatively new as well. Pads have got loads of meat on the front, so no worries with the front pads and discs. And another Pirelli P6000, about 70% to go on that one as well. So plenty of tread on the tyres. Got the xenon headlights. Got electric seats as well. But I'll tell you what, let's go and have a look at the service docs. Okay, welcome to the history and documents section of the video then for the Audi S3. Firstly, we have the V5. Shows 5 owners from new. Last change of ownership was in 2008, June. It was a girl actually, a woman, lady I should say, Mrs. Charlotte Folwasser of Andover, and the previous keeper to that was a Mr. David Vardy. So 4 keepers, and this car has been registered before on a private plate K3LCY, which are in the boot, so a lot of the history corresponds to that, but it's all done properly. The MOT is currently valid until September the 8th 2014, and there were 3 advisories. Near side anti-roll bar linkage has slight play in it, centre clamp exhaust has minor leak, and near side front brake hose slightly deteriorated, and both headlamps slightly deteriorated. But lovely long MOT, September the 8th 2014, done at 139,388, so that's about 2k ago. Right, now this car has an extremely big service history. I'm not joking. Pioneer Automotive Solutions supplied the car. There's various letters from them to various Audi garages to ask them to stamp the book, and also regards a cam belt, which there is an acknowledgement that the cam belt was done at between 75 and 80,000 miles. There are lots of bills for tyres, battery, previous keeper who owned it, all the finance documents and the sale of the car when it was £14,000 going back a few years ago. Letters saying what dates and services were done, and an RAC report when the car had not that many miles on it actually, 82,000 miles, HPR report, and the dialogue system from Audi, which tells you what's been done. So plenty there. There's also the duplicate service book, which has the correct registration number there, now registered as K3LYC. First stamp in the book was at Warrington, that was at 15,000. Then it was at 32,000 miles in 2002. 50,000 miles we got here in 2004, Slough Audi. 2005 it had 55k, Nottingham Audi. Now cam belt and water pump was done somewhere between 75 and 80,000 miles according to Mr. Vardy, who signed the finance documents there at Fox Audi, I think it was. An 82,000 mile service in 2008, 101,000 miles in 2010, 121,000 miles in 2012, and 139,000 miles was the last service at Salisbury Audi on the 24th of the 8th, 2013. And according to that, the next service is due at 149, but there's no more stamps in the book there. Right, Mr. Vardy was the previous keeper. Nottingham Audi bought the car for £14,585, and I think the date on this was 2005 February. There's a finance document which is all paid off, of course, so there's no outstanding finance or adverse claims on the car. So 15,000 quid going back in 2005. Okay, so that's pretty much the documentation regarding its credence. Now, the service history is selected into folders for each year. So this is the receipts for 2008, of which one of the being was £555 at 82,000 miles. So I mean, it just is all documented Audi receipts like so. It's just far too much really to relay. If you're keen on the car, you can sit here and go through it all yourself. But that's the main thing I've been able to deduce. 2008 £550 quid bill. In 2009 it had receipts then, again 83, 49, £10 and some tyres. In 2010, again some Audi bills, 182, Audi checklist, bill for £248. That was a service in 2010, 07, 236. 113. Okay. Old MOT certificates, a great big bundle of them there, but you can look them up on Vosa, but they're all pretty much all the old MOT certificates. There's a geometry report done in 2011, £490, and you can see there that loads more bills and receipts. Okay. 2012, another load of bills and receipts. And you can see there's a fair bit of weight there. And 2013, there's a few bills and receipts there, £212 for a bill on the 24th of the 10th, 2013. Replaced worn rear wiper motor, so I assume that's mostly that. But, so we've got stamped up book, 142,000 miles, genuine, 3 keys. So there's a load of keys in here to show you this. So there's a remote key which is currently in the car. And then you've got the keys in here, which are valet key and a standard key. Oh no, and another one, hang on. And another remote key as well. So 4 keys in total. How's that? Can't beat that. So there is a load of books as well, which I've got down here. Let's grab them. Oh. Owner's manuals. Radio code, although the radio is the wrong one in there now. I say the wrong one, it's an aftermarket job. Kenwood, and an Audi service handover report. Yeah, this is how they do it properly when you buy a car from John Fox Audi, and I think it shows on the finance agreement that the guy who bought it actually worked for John Fox Audi as well, so no doubt he then had it very well looked after at the Audi dealership. So S3 Quattro, what was its reg number back then? Yeah, X551NHJ, so that's all cool. Okay then folks, there it is then. Let's go back to the car. Right, welcome back then. So, headlight wash, Xenon headlights. No chips. Oh, there's a little chip there, very, very minor, not even worth touching. So, little minor chip there. Obviously it's the 3-door. The doors are opening and closing nicely. There's no wear in those hinges. A little bit of wear on the seat, but nothing much to speak of. Nice electrical adjustments for every angle on the seat there. And these little things shimmy in and out. Pedal rubbers in good order. Sorry, it's getting a bit dark here, but I'll try and give you a better, as good as it can get. So let's fire up then. So 142,584 is the miles today. She starts on the button, all the lights go out as they should. I'm just going to close the door because it's got a bit cold. Right, so we've got a Kenwood CD player, air conditioning system, all works as it should. The binnacle has got some sort of pixels missing in it, so that's not perfect, but still reads quite well. Passenger seats excellent. The rear seats are in really good order. All the courtesy lights work as they should. Got the intro emblem there. Got the Kenwood CD chain. The Kenwood fascia. Neat little cabinet there, and traction control. Engine blips nicely. Plenty of power. Nice place to be. Very comfortable seats indeed. Hugging and all electrically adjustable, as I've said. The clutch pedal. Well, it's got a performance clutch, so it is a bit on the stiff side, so if your knee's a bit weak or you like an automatic, this probably won't be for you because the clutch is a bit stiffer, but the clutch has a good biting point and runs all nicely. All the gears work fine, no noises from the gearbox, but as you'd expect, 142,000 miles, has got a bit of wear in it, but nothing to suggest that it's worn out at all. Probably plenty of miles to go in this yet. But who can tell? I've got no crystal ball, but I would think so. There's probably these about in the world somewhere with a couple 100,000 miles on them, I would imagine. No problem at all. So, there she is then, an Audi S3, not for the faint-hearted, 210 brake horsepower, plenty of go in that. Feels a nice, quick car still. Okay, thanks for watching. We'll speak to you soon. Bye-bye.